I, 37 years old female, have one daughter, 8 years old Jenny, from my ex-boyfriend, 36 years old. My ex-boyfriend was a man-child who I stuck myself with for 3 years because I was convinced he would magically grow up someday as long as I helped him. I'll be honest, I've definitely had bad taste in men when I was younger. I became pregnant, and 2 months after giving birth, he walked out. He claimed he couldn't take the stress of fatherhood. He didn't want any custody, and now pays child support, surprisingly, without complaint. My sister, 41 years old, has been my biggest supporter. She has a wonderful husband, who she's dated since high school, and they have 4 kids. Something that was pretty common was when we were in our teens and 20s, I'd date jerks. I'd run to her whenever they did something stupid or hurtful. Of course, she told me to break up with them, but my stupid younger self always ran back. She got pretty frustrated, but would still comfort me. Believe me, I'm not proud and have certainly matured since my daughter was born. A couple times she would introduce me to some actually very nice guys. I even went on a couple of dates, but for some reason, I only felt attracted to rude assholes with shitty haircuts. Please don't ask what was going through my head. I literally have no idea. I still feel embarrassed thinking about it. My sister and her husband got married pretty young, so they couldn't afford a nice honeymoon. Now they've been saving for years and finally booked a 2-week stay in some tropical resort. She's very happy. One of her kids is in an out-of-state college, so she didn't want to ask him to watch his siblings along with attending school. Plus, they aren't exactly rich and can't afford a long-term nanny or whatever. I agreed to watch the other kids. They're not toddlers or brats. They're well-behaved, so it's no big deal to me. I was happy to do it. After my daughter, I went on 1 or 2 dates, but nothing serious. Recently, I met this really nice guy at work. It was actually my sister who introduced him to me. We all work in the same huge office building, just different departments. We had some shared hobbies and started talking during our breaks. We didn't really spend more than 10 minutes together at a time. He finally asked me on a date. Strangely enough, after about 30 minutes, I couldn't stop sneezing. At first, I just thought it was allergy season. We went out a couple more times after that, and the same thing happened. Once I accidentally took his jacket home. My daughter got sick too. I feel pretty stupid for not asking earlier, but he finally mentioned how he has 4 cats who he loves. Both me and my daughter are severely allergic to cats. He wearing fresh clothes didn't help much. Finally, after a month, I broke up with him. He offered that we could try a few different things like prescription allergy pills or something. I apologized and just said it's better if we both go our own ways. I feel awful. But the experience taught me that even though I enjoyed our time together, I wasn't so invested in this relationship that I'd go through the trouble to research different remedies or put my daughter in danger. I felt that it was best to break it off soon before we got too serious. He seemed sad but said he understood. We parted on good terms. My sister seemed a bit miffed and didn't say much. Only a couple days ago, I heard her going on and on about me. I got off work early that day, which she knew. I realized I forgot something and came back. While I was at it, I decided to walk around my sister's department to pick up another file and say hello. The door to the break room was opened, and I could hear a small group of women talking. My sister was saying how ridiculous it is that I keep rejecting good men for stupid reasons. That the fact my daughter has no father is my fault, and I should be embarrassed. She made some joke about me being an attention seeker who spreads my legs, for any man I know won't respect me. I haven't done anything like that in years. I was shocked and extremely hurt. I stormed out and texted her that I will no longer babysitter her kids for the vacation. She got desperate and kept apologizing and begging to talk. I've just been ignoring her. My mom said that what she said was very wrong, but it's not fair to ruin her second honeymoon she's been waiting for so long. Mom is very old and currently has lung cancer. She is no state to babysit anyone's kids. Some of my friends mentioned that my sister did deal with my exes for a long and frustrating amount of time. I should cut her some slack. She has really helped me in the past. The honeymoon starts only the day after tomorrow, and I've heard she still can't find a good babysitter she could afford. I'm starting to feel bad because she seems so desperate and sad. Am I the asshole? Offered to babysit her for sister's kids for a second honeymoon. Ended up ending a relationship with an awesome guy who she introduced to me. I got really bad allergies to his cats and broke it off. Sis got upset and gossiped about my shitty romantic past to her coworkers. I caught her and rescinded babysitting offer. Now she might not be able to attend honeymoon. Just to clarify, we do work in the same company. Mini update. I haven't gone back to my old dating habits for years now. I got a good professional therapist about 6 years ago, and she's really helped me work through my issues that caused me to act like that. About a year into therapy, I sat down with my sister and apologized for always dumping my issues onto her, and then proceeding to not follow her advice. We even had a therapy session together where she said she forgave me. I thought it brought us a lot closer. I asked her several times about it during the next few years, and she just said she had moved on and was fine. I'm not angry about how she feels. She's entitled to her emotions. I just wished that she had discussed it with me, or at least tried to explain how she felt. I love her a lot and would have been happy to have a heart-to-heart. I'm just very hurt that she'd gossip and insult me to our coworkers, most of whom don't even know me personally that well. Plus, the way she put it made it sound like I was still doing that shit when she knows damn well that was years ago. I know I'm not perfect, but that crossed the line. I do regret lashing out the way I did now that I've cooled down. Though I'm still furious at her, at the end of the day she's still my sister, no matter how hurt I feel, and I want to work through this, and at least try to stay in each other's lives. I'll post an update later once things have calmed down. I've decided to babysit the kids. My Bill and her have planned this trip for literal years, so I believe they've definitely earned it. I love my niece and nephews and planned a few fun activities for us anyways, that I don't want to miss. It's for them, not her. I guess it's good she'll be gone for the next couple weeks soon. I'll have time to get all my thoughts in order and figure out how to express what I want to say.